Hello everyone, it's time for Phys.Ed.School. Take your piece of equipment out on the floor and get ready to go to school. Before we begin, let's go over the rules of Phys.Ed.School. Number 1, work hard to get better. Number 2, be kind to others. And number 3, listen and do. And when you see this sign and hear this sound, it means it's time to stop and look for the next trick to do. Here we go. In Phys.Ed.School, a kindergarten student bounces the ball off the floor and catches it in their basket. In Phys.Ed.School, a first grade student rolls the ball around the inside of their basket. In Phys.Ed.School, a second grade student tosses the ball up in the air and catches it in their basket. In Phys.Ed.School, a third grade student puts the ball on the bottom of their basket, balances it, and then walks around keeping the ball balanced on the bottom of the basket. In Phys.Ed.School, a fourth grade student pops the ball up in the air using their basket. In Phys.Ed.School, a 5th grade student puts the ball on the bottom of the basket, pops it up in the air, lets it bounce, and then catches it in their basket. Again, balance, toss, bounce, and catch. In Phys.Ed.School, a middle school student bounces the ball off the floor and makes it bounce into their basket. In Phys.Ed.School, a high school student puts the ball on the back of their basket, bounces it there, and then walks backwards, trying not to let the ball fall off and trying not to bump into anybody else. Remember, look over your shoulder, watch where you're going.
Rush, pull me under. The world is at my feet and it's no wonder. Your eyes speak to me, they tell me become eternal.
In Phys.Ed.School, a college student puts the ball on the bottom of the basket, tosses it up, flips their basket over, and catches the ball in the basket. Now it's your turn to make up a trick. Use the equipment safely and make up a trick that you can show the rest of the class. Nice job, everyone. You graduated from Phys.Ed.School. Now, freeze!